warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. How are you today?
I'm fine, sir.
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that you are all right.
Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that you are all right. All right. Before we start our study, let's pray together by saying basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take your attendance list, and we'll see who's absent today. Arick Ardiansyah.
Present. Present.
Okay. Muhammad Muflih Dzakir.
Present.
Okay. Next, Kiki.
Present, sir.
Okay. So I think all the students are present already. So we can get on with the study.
Yes, please. Yes.
All right. Let's continue today. All right, everyone. Today we are going to learn about descriptive text. What is descriptive text? What is descriptive text exactly? Descriptive text is a text that is used to describe things, object, or anything in English. So it's one of the English texts that is used to describe something. It could be an object or thing. Okay? There are two generic structure of the descriptive text. That is, the first is identification, and the second is description. Description is usually at the first paragraph, which is the first sentence, and the rest of the explanations are the description. Right? Now I'm going to give you an example of the descriptive text, and we all will learn together. Right? So please go to the screening. All right. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Answer me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. That's good. Now, please survey or read the first paragraph of the text. I will give you for about 2 minutes to read the first paragraph of the text. Okay? Please read first. Please read it, the information about the text, important information.
Finisher.
Done.
Finished? Everyone's finished?
Finish.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to ask you several questions regarding the text that you have read. The first is, what is the text tells us about? Anybody wants to answer it?
Me, sir.
Ayo, come on.
Me.
Okay, Muflih, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
The text is about Singapore.
Okay, yes, you're right. Good job. The text is about Singapore. It talks about Singapore. Anybody else? Anybody else? What is the topic of the text, and why? Where is Singapore? Where is Singapore located? Anybody wants to answer it? Where is Singapore located? Okay, Arick. Okay, go ahead, Arick.
Look at it.
Yeah, located
Beside Malaysia, visit Malaysia.
Yeah, you're right. Singapore is located between Indonesia and Malaysia. That's
Malaysia.
right. That's very correct. Yeah, Malaysia. And okay, now the last question is, what is the generic structure of the descriptive text, and which one do you think the identification? Okay, who wants to answer that? Please raise your hand. What is the generic structure of the text?
Me, sir. I am, sir.
Okay, Kiki, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Generic structure is identification.
Identification. And
then description.
okay, good job. Give applause to identification and
Description.
yeah, description. Okay. And which one is the identification based on the text?
Me, sir.
Okay, Muflih, go ahead.
Despite its small size, Singapore is known for its transition as a third world country to the first world country. That was in education.
Okay, 100% right. Yeah. Description or identification is always or usually at the first sentence of the paragraph. You are very correct. Okay. All right, everyone. Good job. All right. Let's move on to the next. Now I'm going to make you a question regarding the text. Everything that you want to ask me about the text, please make a question. And then if you have already made the question, please raise your hand and state the question. Silahkan membuat pertanyaan berdasarkan teks tersebut. Dan bila sudah selesai, silahkan acungkan tangan dan submit ke saya.
I am, sir.
Okay, Kiki. Oh, you're really great. Okay, come on. What's the question?
Okay, I have the question, and then the question is, when is Singapore is Independence Day?
All right. When is Singapore's Independence Day? Okay, I'm going to let the other students answer it. Anybody wants to answer it? Or anybody knows?
I am, sir.
Okay. Okay, Arick, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
The Independence Day Singapore is on the 9th of August 1965.
Yes, correct. Yes, that's right. It's on 9th of August 1965. Yes. The next, anybody still has a question regarding the text?
I have a question.
Please raise your hand.
Me, sir.
Okay, please go ahead. Okay, silakan, Muflih.
What is the typical characteristic that Singapore has which other don't?
Gak ada suaranya, Pak.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you repeat it, Muflih?
What is
I can hear you, Muflih.
Wait. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you
What
right
is
now.
the typical characteristic that Singapore has which others don't? Sir, can you hear me?
Okay. The question is, yes. The question is, what is the typical characteristic of Singapore, which Singapore has but others don't?
Yes.
Anybody wants to answer it?
I am, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, Kiki, great.
Okay, I
go
will
ahead.
answer Muflih question, and then the answer is Merlion statue is the official mascot of Singapore, and then Garden by the Bay and then Marina Bay Sands, and then Orchard Road.
Yeah, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. Good job, Kiki. Amazing.
Sir, I want
All
to
right, that's
about the text.
yes. Oh yeah, okay. Go ahead, Arick.
Yes. Why Singapore known as Asian tiger? Because he
Okay.
have a tiger or what?
Okay. The question is why Singapore is known as the Asian tiger. Is it because they have a tiger or something? Okay. Now I'm going to ask. I will answer this question. Okay. Or anybody wants to answer it? Muflih, do you want to answer it?
Yes, of course. Sure.
Do you think why Asia? I mean, do you think why Singapore becomes the well-known as?
Because the country ranked highly in numerous international ranking for its education, ranking for entertainment, finance, healthcare, human, tourism, trade and transport, and even technology. That's why Singapore known as Asian tiger.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. That's right. So why Singapore is become or known as the Asian tiger is because they are good at manufacturing, technology, and education. Their innovation are really great, and they are really good almost in everything, including economy. That's right. Okay. Now it's enough for the discussion. Now I'm going to ask you to write down all the important information based on the text. Okay. Write down all the information based on the text, please, and then submit to me on WhatsApp later. Now, just write down, and then if do you think there's additional information based on the text, you can add the additional information. Okay. Please write down the additional the information based on the text. Silahkan ditulis dulu informasi penting yang ada di dalam teks. Nanti sebelum itu di akhir akan saya tes ya pengetahuannya mengenai teks tersebut. Okay. Saya kasih waktu 1 menit untuk menuliskan. I will give you 1 minute to write down the information.
Okay.
Okay. Screening, please.
Okay, screening. Finished, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Finisher.
Okay. Now moving on with the vocabulary reviews. Okay. Now we are going to take a look at the adjectives and verbs that is used in this descriptive text. Most of the verbs and adjectives, most of the verbs in this text is to be, and or it is known as a linking verb. Okay, linking verb is to be, and for the adjective, it has a common adjective. Untuk ini, okay. Now your job is to choose one of the vocabulary, either adjective or verb. Which do you think don't familiar with? You can choose. Silakan dipilih salah satu vocabulary yang menurut kalian kurang paham, and we're gonna discuss it. Anybody? Silakan.
Workforce.
Okay, workforce. Workforce means it's a noun. Okay, it's force. Workforce is a noun. It means worker. Okay, or employee. It has a similar meaning with worker or employee.
Okay, thank you.
Next. Okay, next.
I am, sir.
Okay. Okay, please.
Trade.
Sorry? What? Trade. Yeah. Trade means perdagangan. Yeah. Trade means perdagangan, or it has the similar meaning with traffic. Okay. And then,
thank you, sir.
Okay.
I'm sir.
Okay. Go ahead. Muflih, go ahead.
I'm sir, not Muflih.
Arick, sir.
Okay. Arick.
Diverse culture. Diverse
Culture is an adjective here. First is an adjective which describes about the culture. It means different, differences. It has a similar meaning, but the actual meaning are different. Jadi diverse sama different ini hampir sama. Diverse itu kalau bisa dikatakan beda-beda, tapi berbeda-bedanya banyak. Berbeda-beda Indonesia, beda-beda dalam satu tujuan. Jadi berbeda-bedanya banyak. Kalau untuk diverse itu.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Berbeda saja. Berbeda-beda. Okay, then I have to take that in mind. Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit about this. Menurut kalian, tenses yang digunakan dalam deskriptif teks ini apa?
Simple present, sir.
Yeah, you're right. It's simple present. So, descriptive text, we use simple present to describe the things. Jadi di dalam teks deskriptif ini kita menggunakan simple present untuk menggambarkan atau untuk menceritakan atau mendeskripsikan objek atau orang tersebut. Alright, everyone. Before we end our meeting, do you have any question regarding the text or regarding descriptive text? Silakan, ada yang mau ditanyakan terkait descriptive text?
Maybe enough, sir.
Okay, alright. If so, jika tidak ada yang ditanyakan, saya akan review sekali lagi apa itu descriptive. Okay, descriptive text is a text that is used to describe things or objects. In English, it's one of an English text which you can use to describe things. Descriptive text, we use present simple to describe descriptive text, and adjective and verbs, like most of the descriptive text use linking verbs. Okay, I hope you guys take the benefit of this. I hope this lesson is very helpful for you. Before we end our lesson, let's say hamdalah together.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, that's all for today, everyone. Thank you very much for your attention. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.